For the first time, former President Trump's legal team and lawyers for the DOJ met with the special master appointed to review the documents seized from Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. So what went down in the meeting? Let's talk about legal analyst Joseph Tully, who's up late with us here on Fox 5 tonight. So we knew that this was something the former president wanted. He requested the special master. In fact, they went with one of the candidates that his legal team wanted to put forth here in Raymond Dearie. So what did we learn today?
Well, we learned that the situation is a lot more complicated than we thought it was before. It's one set of documents, but it's the subject of two cases. There's a pending criminal investigation by the DOJ, but also Trump is suing civilly the FBI for violating his rights over the same documents. So it's pretty complicated. It's very layered.
The judge today said, quote, "You can't have your cake and eat it too." Once again, this was something that, to get to this point, was the Trump legal team's request. They wanted this special master to sort through the documents. Then you had the judge in the case saying, okay, you have until November 30th to go through these documents. But it seems as though there's concern over where the proof is that these were declassified in the first place.
Sure. So the special master, I think everybody would agree, was the appropriate thing to do on both sides. If we don't, let's say law enforcement seizes a doctor's records or a lawyer's records, law enforcement can't look at private things. So you give those records to a special judge called a special master, and they look through the records and say, look, these files are appropriate for law enforcement to have, and these files are not. So that part is pretty much on solid ground. But the Trump team was saying, hey, give us the documents back. And the judge was saying, well, do you have an assertion that these were declassified? The DOJ is saying these are classified. If they're classified, you can't have them. And you're not telling me anything otherwise.
When something is declassified, there was talk that the former president had a policy where if he takes documents with him, they're automatically declassified here. And it seems as though there is some sort of misunderstanding or maybe lack of understanding what the mechanism was that the former president was able to declare which fell into that category.
Sure. So the President Trump has a position that he had a standing order. Hey, if I take something, it's declassified. However, nobody has produced that order, and certain members of his cabinet have said that if there was such an order, they would have opposed it. However, the situation, again, it is complicated. Sure. Because right now there's nothing in the law that says a president must do A, B, and C in order to declassify something. It's very, very ambiguous. So the documents might be classified, they might not be classified. And the Trump team doesn't want to say exactly what they did because they haven't seen all the documents and they don't want to leave a defense out.
Well, this process is just underway. Joseph Tully, next time we have you on, I'm going to get you to grab one of those guitars and play us a solo, too.
All right. Thank you.
Good seeing you, Joseph. Thanks for joining us tonight.